Okay, alright. My name is Adrian. Welcome to the channel English with Adrian, helping you to master English and discover the world. So, let's talk about ways of describing people. So, there's 30 different adjectives. Let's have a look at them. Like affectionate, someone very caring and wants to know what you're doing and how you're feeling, and always affectionate. Ambitious, somebody that wants to achieve something, wants to be something or have something. He wants to achieve something. And beautiful, more often than not, beautiful is for a woman. Beautiful, and you could say even elegant. Elegant and beautiful. But then you have caring, which is very similar to affectionate. Caring. See, affectionate is more about how you feel, how you are. Caring could be more about tending to your needs or your wants, or being gentle with you, being very gentle and very soft-handed and soft approach to you, patting on the head, feeding and caring for you, giving you clothes and beyond. But then the opposite is cruel. Cruel, nasty, vicious, not very nice, aggressive. Yeah. But then diligent, keeping a watchful eye on things. Keeping a watchful eye on things, due diligence, being very careful what you say, do, hear, and beyond. Diligent. Very similar to watchful. Watchful. Yeah. And thinking and reading through things very carefully. What's this? What's that? What does that mean? Who's this? What's that? When is that? Why is this? But then we have dirty. Dirty. Ugh. Dirty. Both in a literal sense of like dirt and rub, but also in a sense of saying naughty things, ugly words and sexual stuff. Oh, dirty. Oh, and fat. Not flat. Fat. 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 Or you could even say chubby. Chubby. Fat and chubby. Generally round. Round. But flaky, number 9. Flaky is an interesting one. Someone that changes their mind all the time. Going over here, going, no, over there, no, over here, oh no. Unable to decide properly, over here, oh no. Flaky, can't decide what to do or to choose. This shirt, this hat, that hat, these shoes, those shoes, or even left or right. No, right, no, left. And frank, someone to the point. Is it left or right? Left. Yes or no? Yes. Here or there? Here. Him or her? Her. That or this? That. No, blah 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 blah. Just to the point. To the point. And not wasting time with words. Do we want to go to left? Do we want to go left or right? A flaky person. But a frank person. To the right. Let's go. To the left. Let's go. That's it. Right? Go. To the point. No messing around. No delaying. That's it. And handsome. Number 11. Handsome. Very similar to beautiful, but more for a man. So handsome man. Handsome man. See, a woman is beautiful. A man is handsome. Very nice. An idol. idle, doing nothing. Idle. But intense is a personality that's really strong, to the point, a forceful, aggressive, power of nature, really strong, aggressive, to the point of a fault, to strong and assertive, like knowing what he wants and getting it and achieving it, assertive. And intense is like, do you want this or that in life? Are you going to do this? Going to do that? What's happening here? What's happening there? What's this? Let's go. Like, it's too much personality, too overpowering strength of character. Oh, whoa, a bit of a human hand grenade, so to speak. So intense. But this one here, interesting. Ugh, interesting. Ugh. It's like like things that get you thinking. But interesting is a really weak word. That's interesting. Oh. Well, how is it interesting? What makes it interesting? Because when you say interesting, really it's all these words you're really thinking about in your head, but you're not saying them, you're just saying interesting instead, when really you're thinking and meaning all these other things. And interesting is a lazy word. That door, it's interesting. This whiteboard, it's interesting. Well, how is it interesting? How is the door interesting? How? Is it dirty? Is it fat? Is it beautiful? How? Is it pretty? We'll come to that one. Is it tall? How is it interesting? How is it interesting? This pen is interesting. You need more detail than just to say interesting. That's a very lazy word, I think. Very lazy. Give detail. Be more specific. Which one? This, that, this. Not just interesting. Well, how is it interesting? Why is it interesting? What makes you say interesting? Why isn't it boring? Why not boring? Yeah. So kind, 15. Kind. Being, have we got it? Polite, we haven't got it, but being polite. Polite. Being polite to people. Being kind, please, thank you, no thank you, yes please, would it be okay, don't you think? Kind. But then moronic. Just generally stupid. I don't know what to say. I don't know, is it this? Moronic. Moron. Moronic, moron. We have moron here and moronic there. Moron. Someone that's a bit stupid. Stupid. Moronic. Oh. Yeah. But passionate. Passionate. Someone that wants to achieve, that is focused on one thing, and he loves it so much. He knows a lot about it. He knows it inside out. He loves X. He loves Y. He loves say art, and he knows all about art and how to work with it and different kinds of art. Not just drawing, painting, but mosaic and sculpture and the different forms and different ways of achieving things within a certain field. Passionate about animation, passionate about architecture, passionate about linguistics, and knows a lot about it. But petty. Someone that's puts too much emphasis and too much attention to small things that don't matter. It's just, what's this over here? What's that? What's that small thing there? What's that? Never mind the big picture, how amazing it is. It's just that little small thing there. Oh, I don't like it. What's that? What's that? It could be amazing, 99% perfect, but that small thing there, what's that? Just petty. So forget about it. Don't worry about that. Small, don't worry about it. Petty. A very similar spelling, petty and pretty. Petty, pretty, pretty. Think beautiful, but more for something small. A beautiful woman, a pretty thing. Wow. A handsome man, a beautiful woman, a pretty little toy, a pretty little trinket. Pretty. Very nice. Very nice. And rational. Logical. 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 Let's jot that down. Logical. Thinking it through rationally. If we go X, we have to do Y, A, B and C. If we go left, we have to do A, B, C, D, E. And we'll get X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Thinking through the pros and cons. Thinking through the initial, the consequences now and the consequences later on. Consequences now and the consequences later on. What they mean. What's going to happen. Rational. Thinking things logically. Aha. Oh. Very good. And reliable. Reliable. Someone you can trust. Someone you know that will do what he says he will do. Someone that you know will be on your side. Someone that you can work with. Someone that will do what they say they're going to do. Trustworthy. Very strong. Trust. Trustworthy. He's trustworthy. He's not reliable. I don't trust him. And rude. See, we had kind, and now we have rude. So kind, please, thank you, no thank you, maybe, would that be okay? But then rude, just grabbing what he wants, barging through people, not caring what other people think or feel. He's being moronic in his behaviour. And he's being a bit intense because it's too much. Oh, no. And maybe not rational, doing silly stuff and saying silly things that hurt people's feelings. So he's not, he's a bit cruel, hurting their feelings and being maybe not very affectionate, not caring about them. And sensible. The person that thinks about the consequences of his actions. If we go over there, we have to stay awake for 24 hours. If we go over here, we have to work all day. What does that mean? Very, very similar to rational, but this is logical in terms of what's going to happen in the future. Sensible, meaning what I have to do, what my responsibilities are, and what the consequences are around me, what I will have to be accountable for. Short, very similar to tall. Short, tall, nice and simple. Someone that's short and someone tall. Very nice. And snobby, right in the middle. Snobby. Looking down at you. Oh yeah. Yeah. Similar to rude, but you could have a polite person that's snobby. Oh, please, if you must. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, well, do it for me, will you please? Yeah. And thin, essentially fat. Here we are, the opposite of fat. So fat and thin. Very good. And ugly, the opposite of handsome, beautiful, pretty, ugly. Blech. Not attractive to look at, not nice to look at. Blah. Yeah. Yeah. Then weird. Weird. Someone that does and says strange things. Okay. Not necessarily ugly. Not necessarily. But just, that's a strange thing to say. Or, why did he do that? Or, what is that for? Why? What is going on here? What is that? Weird in the way they behave, the way they dress, the way they talk, the way they walk, the way they walk. All sorts of ways to be weird. And witty, someone that is funny, but they come up with quick remarks and quick jibes. Or, don't go over here. Oh, is that what she said? You should do that. Yeah, if only I knew. Oh, why don't you do this? Yeah, well, why don't you first? He says, well, anyone could say smart things right back at you. Not necessarily rude or snobby, but funny as well. Funny. Funny. And maybe also diligent in terms of paying attention to what people do and say, things like that. What's happening here and there. I'm diligent. And then they connect the dots and mention witty things that people didn't see funny, and they didn't see it coming, and they find it funny. Whoa, good one. Telling a joke, for example. Yeah, pretty cool. So we could say that this person is kind, yet moronic. He says please and thank you, but he's a bit silly and stupid. Or maybe this person is flaky, but short and handsome. This person can't make up his mind, small, and yet handsome. Yeah. But then you could have an ambitious, rational, sensible, weird person. So a guy's ambitious, he's rational, thinking it through, he's sensible, so he knows the consequences and the follow through his actions, and yet he's weird, he might say and do strange things. Why not? So yeah, some different ways, and words here as well. Chubby, logical, elegant, polite, watchful, assertive, funny. So 33, 36, 37. Yeah, very nice. So, if you want to keep learning English, to master English and discover the world, then hit the subscribe button below and press the bell notification next to it for the latest videos and uploads. Until then, bye for now.